This is 1 Kings 11:40. Solomon sought therefore to kill Jeroboam, and Jeroboam arose and fled into Egypt, unto Shishak king of Egypt, and was in Egypt until the death of Solomon. Right, he was afraid, man. Now what I wanted to make a point of is that our people made a habit to cloak themselves or hide among people of the other nations because they look like us. The Egyptians were a dark race of people. Case in point, in the time when the Lord was alive, born, Joseph fled into Egypt. I'll read it, Matthew 2:13. And when they were departed, behold, the angel of the Lord appeared to Joseph in a dream, saying, Arise, and take the young child and his mother, and flee into Egypt, and be thou there until I bring thee word, for Herod will seek the young child to destroy him. So the reason why Egypt was a better option is because the people look quite a lot the same. Now when the Lord, in 70 AD, when Jerusalem got ransacked, when the Lord was alive, as a man now, what did he say? In Mark 13:14, he said, But when ye shall see the abomination of desolation spoken of by Daniel the prophet, standing where it ought not, let him that readeth understand. Then let them that be in Judea flee to the mountains. Because he knew that by hiding in the interiors of the west coast of Africa, they would be more safe there. This is the book Babylon to Timbuktu, by Rudolph R. Windsor. Turn to page 84. In the second paragraph, it reads, In the year 65 BC, the Roman armies under General Pompey captured Jerusalem. In 70 AD, General Vespasian and his son Titus put an end to the Jewish state with great slaughter during the period of the military governors of Palestine. Many outrages and atrocities were committed against the residue of the people. During the period from Pompey to Julius, it has been estimated that over 1 million Jews fled into Africa, fleeing from Roman persecution and slavery. The slave markets were full of black Jewish slaves. So the point is that they hid there, because the people there would have looked quite similar, or practically the same, because there was a dark race of people. How do I know they was the same? Because the people of Egypt, or so-called Africa, before it was named Africa, it was known as the land of Ham. So, as you know, Ham was one of the sons of Noah. Reading from the Bible dictionary, it says Ham, the youngest son of Noah, born probably about 96 years before the flood, and one of 8 persons to live through the flood. He became the progenitor of the dark races, not the Negroes. So there's a difference. The dark races and the Negroes have the same color skin, but there's a difference between them. But the Egyptians, Ethiopians, Libyans, and Canaanites, which we've covered on the map, so there's a difference. So that's an example where history does repeat itself. On another occasion, you had who you know as Moses in Exodus 2:15, after he had slew the Egyptian. It says, Now when Pharaoh heard this thing, he sought to slay Moses, but Moses fled from the face of Pharaoh and dwelt in the land of Midian, and he sat down by the wall. by the well. Here's another example. I can show you on the map. You would have Jerusalem here. You would have Egypt here, alright, around this region. Then they would have traveled down to the land of Midian right down here, to flee from Pharaoh. Why would he flee there if he was white? He'd be caught out by everyone there because everyone would recognize that he's not the same. But by going there, he would blend in because he was a people of the same pigment or skin color.